Hello folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm, where my addiction's all over the internet. On this channel, I do library book hauls, book reviews, both physical and digital audiobooks, and so much more. Alright, so at the time that this video is being done, it is 11:31 in the morning. However, when you get this video, it's going to be later, because I do need to finish upload, I would have already done it, but anyways. So this week that we are coming to a close, in all honesty, I read plenty, but I did not finish. And I'm still reading those books. So the reason for that is quite simple. I'm really not on any kind of table of getting books finished. Because I just want to take my time with my books. I don't want to be like, oh, I got to finish this book by the end of the week and everything. And I know a lot of people, they do it so they can have their content and stuff, but I don't do that. I don't do that at all. And also, as far as I know, Storygraph does not record what books that she read, like with other places, unlike other places, where definitely you can you can look at what books you've read. So I don't believe that's a feature that Storygraph has. So anyways, so the time that you're going to get this video, I will have finished one book, and that was the Highgate Horror, Sherlock Holmes: The Highgate Horror by James Lovegrove. Great book. Love that book a lot. I just could not stop reading it. Yesterday, I read the entire rest of the book. I went through like 305 pages of that book, which was insane. I just couldn't stop. I just had to know what was going on, what was going to happen next, and things like that. It had nothing to do with, I have two more renewals, so I need to hurry up and finish it. If it's a good book, then that's not a problem. Now, I will say, however, that I do have a review of the Nightmare Library, because I did finish that book yesterday. So you're going to get that review like later on in the week coming up, because I just don't want to here's a halfway point and then a couple hours later, I'm done with it. I just kind of want to space out the review, So yeah. So on my Instagram, I already posted I just basically said 5-star book, and then just a little thing like they do on Book Talk. They don't really tell you anything about the book. They just 5 stars, and it has spice and it has blah blah and everything. Yeah. So I did feel bad for poor Billy. I really did feel bad for poor Billy. You imagine that, but it also kind of, with the whole thing with Billy and Sherlock and Billy and Holmes, is it shows that there's a respect between these two characters, and that's always good. It also, shows that Sherlock can get anyone to do anything he wants them to do. But other than that, I really did not get much. I got a lot of reading done. I just didn't get a lot of books read. A lot of books finished, not read. And then I am currently reading Murder Buys a T-Shirt, and I actually did that. I put that in my Storygraph. I'm on chapter 20 of that book. Yeah, they're like tiny chapters, so I go through the book pretty quickly when it comes to light, tiny chapters. So I should have that book read on Monday. So I should have it read tomorrow. So you'll get another review. You'll definitely will get another review. But yeah. So anyways, yeah. So I just want to add that right now I'm really focusing a lot of my book reading on my Nook. I have another book that I'm about 52% done. I'm not going to do a halfway review of that book, but it's called Fatal Fidelio. I don't pronounce it. I'm butchering that name. So I'm probably going to have that book done probably tomorrow or Tuesday. And then it's like I'm immediately going to jump to the next book. So, yeah, so my Storygraph, even though I have like 28 books, I constantly, as soon as I finish the book, I just add another book. So it's consistently at 28 books, because I want to get as much of the Nook books finished this year as possible, because that's the least amount of books that I have. I think I've got maybe like 80 books. 80 books. 82, because yesterday I went and got 2 more free Nightmare library books. So those are on my Nook right now. Yeah. So, like I said, I want to get like plenty of them read before the end of the year, because I kind of want to do an update at the end of the year of how many Nook books that are part of my digital TBR, because I have 2 digital TBRs and I've got 1 physical TBR. One of them is for Nook, the other one is for Kindle, and then you have like the my physical TBR, which is by the end of this week coming up, I will at least have one book from my physical TBR read, and that's The Cellar. I'm currently on chapter 15 right now of that book. And then as soon as I'm done with that book, I'm moving on to another one that's part of my pile of books for this month. I probably, the one I'm reading after this one is historical fiction. I saw that on Goodreads when I was updating one of my books or something. Or no, when I was reviewing one of the books, I saw it and I bought it like the next week, because the cover looked really nice and I liked it, and I'm really getting into historical fiction and everything. So if everything works out really well, I will have 3 books that I have not read that's part of that pile. So I think as like doing the pile, I think I did a pretty good job this month. So yeah. Alright, so anyways, that is my video for today, my final video for today. So yeah, so I am going to end it there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.